Alright, now as you can see, I just have my handy dandy drag sled and small sandbag, and obviously the drag sled is made to hold plates, which is great if you have some around, but you don't, the sandbag works just fine. It's about 60 pounds, and with the resistance of the grass, and if you're trying to chug along it gets hard real quick, I can swear, I promise you. But there are bigger sandbags, and of course, again, you can bring 45-pound plates if you want to do it shorter distances and more intensity on your drag sleds. Like I say, I'm really just doing this more for a general conditioning kind of day, lower body type thing, but not doing it as much for, let's say, explosive strength and higher intensity. So that is my that's my interval timer going off, which I leave right on the strap so I don't have to look how many cycles I've been doing. How do I turn this thing off? Boy, I can say these are getting hard. I've done 10 cycles so far of forward and backward, and somebody's starting to catch up with me. I'm gonna get a drink of water, and then I'm gonna do some lunges and one leg straight-legged deadlifts. Now, one thing that's important understand about the sandbag training is that it's an unbalanced load, so it doesn't feel the same or act the same as when you're holding a weight. And this is 50-60 pounds and it feels like 100. Now, when you throw it on a shoulder, and I'm going to do some lunges, this is not like a normal lunge. 1, 2, and the reason it's not like a normal lunge is because it's not an even weight. Besides just the muscles trying to do the lunge, you also have all of your abs, your core muscles here, trying to keep you from falling over. And that is a very different sensation, I can tell you, than just having a bar across your back or a couple of dumbbells in your hands. You can feel it a lot more through your legs, your butt, your core. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, and we switch. And we switch sides. Oof. 1. Oh, see now? I'm starting to lose my balance. 2. And these are just standard lunges, obviously, nothing fancy. But I can tell you, you will feel them much differently, and they're much more difficult than if I had a bar across my back. So after my drags, I'll try to do probably 3 to 5 sets of 8 to 10 reps on each side, as you saw, and it's much more challenging, much more functional, much more whole body than doing with a weight in the gym. And the next thing I do is, of course, want to work the posterior chain, the hamstrings. Now, take this guy, and the obvious, of course, is just the basic straight-legged deadlift. But this is not really enough weight for me to get much going. It's 50-60 pounds. There are much bigger sandbags, go up to, probably get 130 pounds with sand, but that's not something that's all that big a difference in terms of what you can do with a dumbbell. However, what you do with it, now here's your regular straight-legged deadlift again. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, it's a great idea. If you're in the park and this is enough weight for you, or you bring a bigger sandbag, you can do your straight-legged deadlifts, which works the back, hamstrings, butt, glutes, the whole deal. But if you want to make this a unique exercise, what you do with these is one-legged, straight-legged deadlift, okay? Like so. Okay. Now, you get a whole different exercise, because besides just having to do the exercise, the normal muscles that do a straight-legged deadlift, you have all the other muscles, obviously, they're trying to keep you from falling over. So Again, much more functional, much more whole body, and a lot harder. This feels like much heavier than, well, on one leg. I can feel this. Whew. Much more through my back, my abs, my butt. You feel much more through your serratus and intercostals, all through here, because besides doing the exercise, you also have all these muscles in your back, your stomach, trying to keep you, of course, from twisting one way or the other or rotating the trunk. So what would normally feel not that heavy becomes heavy real quick. And again, great exercise for conditioning, general strength, functional strength, depending on how much weight you use, how many reps, how much intensity you use. That's enough of that for today. I'll see you in the gym.